ball knocked loose. White dive on it.
This is twice now the Celtics have been first to the floor.
They try to save with Horford. Unbelievable.
Boston first to the floor. So good.
Brown fakes, fires up the three. Bang! Tatum dives on the floor. Everybody dives. Jaylen Brown with the flush. Blocked by Porzingis. He's doing it all. Tatum spinning, driving, laying. Got it. Washington drives. Blocked by White. Oh, what a block from Derek White.
Wayne Spooney here, First to the Floor podcast. I am back after a long daycareless hiatus. Daycare opens tomorrow. Freedom has returned, and I'm joined by Jake Eisenberg. Jake, how's it going, buddy? How are the holidays? It's been a while.
I know. It's what a weird time of year to not speak to you and Ben for endless hours for not most of the week is definitely weird. But yeah, holidays were good. Summer's here. My sister and brother-in-law got a border collie puppy, and
oh hell yeah!
And her and trying to like assimilate her and Ted and went pretty well.
Good.
Thankfully, Ted is like nothing really bothers him, despite this little puppy like trying to like attack him basically. So the little puppy is very very lucky that the giant Labrador Dalmatian thing is friendly, but yeah, man, it's good. The Celtics are amazing. Life's good. How about you?
It is.
How was
good.
the holidays? You survived.
It's great. Yeah, I survived. It's good. Good to see family. My mom came down. I don't see her enough since she's still back up in Massachusetts, and I'm 600 miles away here in West Virginia. So good to see my mom. Got my son went to see his 3 cousins. So we did a Christmas celebration with 4 boys between 6 and 2. And, it's fun. I was just outside with them, like whipping balls at him and stuff like that and running around. So it was a good time. I was exhausted by the end of it, but it was really, really good. We've had snow here, which is pretty rare in West Virginia for it to stick, but we've had it for about a week or two. So that's been fun, getting my kid out on the sled and stuff like that. But I am going to be honest. I'm ready to kind of return. I always thought my dad was crazy when he was like, I can't wait for work to start back. I get it now. So kind of ready for my normal life to return. Which we're here. We're on the eve of that. But yes, dude, more importantly, 146, 115. You did an instant reactions last night, so we will not belabor the Clippers Celtics game. But holy shit, what an ass kicking. Eventually.
Eventually. I mean, what a game in general. It turned into a blowout. But like that second quarter was just absurd. No one could miss a shot. John Collins was 100% from the field. Brook Lopez was knocking stuff down. It's like, I was worried like the Celtics were playing really well and they were hot from 3 and they couldn't really build a good lead. Yeah. I'm like, man, if we start to miss shots, the Clippers are going to be right there to maybe take this one. The complete opposite happened. And I don't think the Celtics, in particular, Jaylen Brown, missed a shot in the fourth quarter. And in came the deep bench, which Josh Minot actually got to play, which apparently he's relegated to garbage time now. But yeah, the Celtics averaged 158 point something during 158.1 points per possession, which is the 100th percentile. You
a point and a half a possession is, that's pretty damn good. That's nutty, dude. Yeah, man, like the Clippers did slow down shooting from 3, even though they almost shot 40% from 3. Yeah, we were at 47%, just a ridiculous. Jordan Walsh didn't miss a 3 in the fourth quarter. It was just kind of a Celtics avalanche. The Clippers couldn't keep up. And like the Clippers defense, man, was pretty brutal most of the time. Zoo is clearly, he's just returning back from injury. He's clearly not 100%. So, like, I don't know if this is a death knell, but you can kind of see how, like, Brook just looked way too slow to guard this team with, like, all these athletic wings were running at people, and you've got to get out to everybody except for Keita, essentially, and maybe Ugo. And we're just like making these old guys run through so many screens. Like James Harden does not want to come out of the corner. defend, get over the top of a pin down screen and then get in between a dribble handoff with Jaylen Brown or, even like Anfernee Simons coming out of the corner. He has absolutely no interest in doing that. And we just destroyed them, man. Like they could not stop us and the shots were going in. So when something like that happens, when not only are you playing really well offensively against a okay-ish defense, and the threes go in, that's when you get 100th percentile type of offense.
Yeah, you don't turn the ball over. You still dominate the offensive glass. You go nuts from 3 on 50 plus 3-pointers, and you play against Brook. Because coming into the game, the Clippers have won 6 in a row.
I know. Yeah.
And against, they'd beaten the Pistons. They had some cupcakes on that 6-game winning streak, but some nice wins as well. Kawhi had his 55-point game. You had another big game as well. So I was kind of ready for at least a close game. I was kind of predicting a loss. I actually didn't look at the odds before this game, so I'm not actually sure who was favored. But for them, the Celtics, I mean, they always make Brook Lopez look 5 to 10 years older than he actually is. There's just something about him in particular and that type of player.
Yeah.
That Celtics, Peyton Pritchard, when he had that little stretch in the fourth quarter when Pritchard kind of went at Brook Lopez twice and then forced the turnover, that felt like the end of the game. And yeah, having Brook Lopez out there has been a positive thing for the Boston Celtics offensively for a very long time. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out Calajo Mind. Happy to catch you guys live from London.
It's awesome, man.
I just didn't let the intrusive thoughts win and didn't do sounds like you're from London. So I didn't.
Wait, that was Australian shit.
I didn't do it. Rivens, good to see you. What up, everybody in the chat?
Hold on. Cam Homan has a question. If you get an offensive rebound, does both shots count as one possession? Yes. There's also Cleaning Glass has points per play, and that eliminates offensive rebounds. So I believe when you do points per play, it's like the initial possession, then the offensive rebound starts a new play. But points per possession does include offensive rebounding.
Yeah,
so there you go.
It's kind of like when they say you gotta finish the possession when you defensive rebound, which they did pretty well yesterday, I thought.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, for sure. The Clippers only had 8 offensive rebounds, man.
Yeah.
They were everywhere on the glass. I thought Walsh was a monster on the glass.
Finally.
I thought Keita did a really, really good job, not only securing rebounds, but boxing guys out. Also, not really a lot of shots to rebound in this one because everybody was making everything too.
Really good point. Yeah. I mean, it's impressive they had 16 offensive rebounds despite shooting 47% from 3. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, if Jaylen Brown wants to come on the pod and actually prove that he's a streamer and he's part of this content game, calling you out, JB.
Yeah,
it's time.
We've been in the trenches for a half a decade, JB. You can't just get on here and start salsa dancing. Get over here, bro.
What a 24 hours for Jaylen Brown. Gets snubbed for Player of the Month. Goes on stream saying nobody had a better month than me. Gets roasted for saying that, as Jaylen Brown tends to do. Goes on, was it Dancing with the Stars with a very famous and attractive R&B singer who then sits courtside to see him play. He then drops 50 on 82% true shooting, which I think is good.
Yeah.
Shoo, boy, man. That's a good 24 hours for our boy Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, we might as well. If you want to hear more about the Clippers game, go listen to Instant Reactions with Jake last night, who soloed it for 40 minutes. I'm pretty sure. So, it's just classic. Good stuff.
25.
Yeah, 25. Yeah. Okay. I was guessing. I haven't listened to it yet, but yeah. So one big thing we want to talk about is just Jaylen Brown has been fucking awesome, and on the court and off the court, and you just outlined partially why he's been so amazing. Off the court was all this cool shit he's doing. He's living an incredible life. And then also in his last 10 games, 32, 5, 6.5 on 63.6 true shooting percentage. So he's just been absurdly efficient on high usage. And, we've got, I forgot to pull, where's my defensive stat? Oh, Bobby Marks had a tweet that Brown's holding opponents to 39.3% field goal percentage as the closest defender per Genius IQ, which I do not know what that is, which is second among 111 qualifying players. So not only is he bringing it offensively, his on-ball defense has been apparently monstrous. Honestly, I haven't totally noticed it this year. Not to say he doesn't have amazing defensive possessions, but I've just kind of been more interested in the way other guys are performing defensively, because I know Jaylen can crank it up in the playoffs. Like, that is not a concern. But he has just been, I mean, easily the best ball of his life, and like totally and utterly unstoppable.
Yeah, I actually thought the same thing. Like, I haven't been watching Jaylen Brown play defense really, because I kind of know what he can do. And even yesterday, I kind of had to go back and watch some of the possessions. Because I didn't pick up that he was guarding Kawhi as much as he did last night. Because then another thing Jaylen Brown's doing this year, he's aura farming just
Indeed
out the wazoo. So like, he texts Joe Mazzulla, and to Jaylen's credit, Joe Mazzulla is the one who actually brought up that Jaylen Brown texted him the night before asking that he could guard Kawhi Leonard, which is just the coolest thing you can do as a superstar, is to like ask to guard the other team's guy and then actually stop him and defend him well, which Jaylen Brown did. Like, to hold Kawhi, and it wasn't just Kawhi. I thought John Walsh was really good on Kawhi last night as well.
Oh yeah.
Like it was a team effort. But 6 for 17, got to the line 8 times, but for the most part, they held him in check for a dude that's been on absolute fire last night. And Jaylen set the tone from that perspective. Like, I just, having these two-way machines is a cheat code. And I agree. I haven't seen that as much this year. I wonder if he's defending as many possessions, because I feel like we've seen Ugo and Walsh guard the best player most nights, right? Like, I thought I was like second guessing myself, but I feel pretty confident that Jaylen's not been asked to guard the stars most nights.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I mean, when Walshy was in the starting lineup, he was guarding the high usage star every single time. Same with Ugo whenever he's in. And then like if it's a guard, it's Derek and sometimes Pritchard too, like a small guard. So it's not Jaylen Brown. And frankly, like the defensive field goal percentage stats are not perfect, especially for perimeter players, because like if you are truly playing elite defense, the guy is not going to shoot. He's going to pass the ball, right? So I like him better for bigs, because the bigs' job is to help at the rim, and they're contesting just a lot more shots. And usually it's not their primary cover that they're contesting. So, I mean, I still think there's some issues with Jaylen's off-ball defense at times. I know, but like, I do not give a shit at all. And I don't think it's been like submarining the defense. The defense has been very good, especially recently. So I have no concerns with that. And he's clearly a good on-ball defender. And that's the beauty of kind of this version of the team that Brad has built, where it's like even Hauser, who's like the fourth best wing defender on this team, is like very solid, and you can just trust him to be like, hey, stay in front of Kawhi for a possession, and if he hits a mid-range jumper in front of you. But then it's like, oh, we're playing Cade. Okay, you're going to get Walsh. You're going to get Ugo. Oh, you got Pritchard switched onto you, and he's just like digging into your pockets and like pulling your pants down and like reaching around trying to get the ball and like hitting you in the kidneys. It's really just, as far as like perimeter defenders go, Simons, who's not like at least solid to elite. And like even Simons, this was his best defensive game, I think probably of his career at this point. Like insane that the Clippers didn't really like attack him in the post or anything like that. Have no idea what they were thinking. You can post Kawhi Leonard up. Nope. Let's let Harden ISO him a million times, which is like, okay, I get it. But I mean, you're allowing Anfernee Simons to like look pretty decent because of the way you're attacking him. But fucking credit to Simons, dude. It was absolutely shocking, and I'm so pumped.
He's been good. He's been good. Yeah. He's been trending up for a while now. There's been some blips. There was me freaking out about his rebounding, which I maintain, I think, has worked because he's
It
rebounding.
worked with Cornette too last year.
Dude,
You did it with
yeah.
Cornette and it worked.
That's what I'm saying. And so, like, he had that offensive rate. I'm obviously going to repeat myself from last night, but the offensive rebound that led to a JB3, I'm like, dude, that's it. The defending of, was it Kawhi or Harden? I forget who it was. Who he locked up.
I thought it was Harden,
possession.
but it might have been
Yeah.
Kawhi, to be honest.
Yeah. But I was like, he just stayed in front and then went down the other end and knocked down a three. It's just like, he's such a good shooter and can do stuff off the bounce. I think that part of his game is overrated by people that are not watching him night to night. But very good offensive player. If you can just like not be a 95th percentile defender and be like a 60th or 70th percentile defender and also rebound, it makes him such a more impactful player. And it just took a while for the culture to set in, maybe. Like we've talked a ton about how like playing hard is a skill and defending is more than just playing hard. He's probably learning he's developing that skill of playing hard. Yeah. He hasn't had to do it for a very long time. And he's going to play more if he only played 19 minutes last night, which I'm actually kind of surprised. They kind of loaded up the main guys. Like Pritchard played 40, Derek played 37, Jaylen played 35, even Walsh got up to 30. So like just wasn't as many minutes for him. But yeah, Simons, he's making a case. He's actually making a case for someone to trade for him now if they actually want someone who's good, or if the Celtics just want to hold and make a run at the finals. Because who's to say they can't get there?
I know, man. Like nobody in the East is really scary. Cleveland lost again today. I mean, it's to Detroit, who's the best team in the conference, but still, like they started to look like they were kind of turning the corner, and Garland was just kind of okay again, and they just do not look like a team that's going to have any real threat to win the East. So it's just like the Knicks, and if you trust Detroit. And I don't trust Detroit, and I don't trust the Knicks. So there's a huge opportunity here for the Celtics. But yet, really quick on Simons, he didn't take a 2. And a couple weeks ago, we were talking about like, what is the argument for him? Yeah, which is great. Honestly, that's perfect. That's ideal. Yeah. What is the argument for him to start? And I was like, well, if he starts, you take him off ball and you just have him be an elite shooter. And we've really clearly just taken him off ball. And he is just a not pure spot up guy, because he still does run some pick and roll here and there. But I feel like his percentage of possessions is trending towards like spot ups, and he's awesome at attacking a spot up. Like if somebody flies out to him, that's when he can really use the first step, the quick twitch athleticism to get downhill and finish. When he's asked to make a read against like a defense in pick and roll or break down a mismatch in isolation, he just can't. He's just not good at it, man. And I thought that's the type of guy we were getting from him. But instead, we're getting like poor man's Klay Thompson, which is fine because his release is ridiculously fast, and he does not hesitate to take them. So if you're going to have like elite level shooting with the ability to attack the closeout and occasionally, it's more like Dante DiVincenzo type of offensive production, where it's like can kind of run some pick and roll and stuff, but makes, shoots the shit out of the ball, can attack a closeout. Dante's obviously a much better defensive player, but if he's going to play defense like that, that's fucking awesome. I still am very concerned about what it looks like in the playoffs. Yeah. But you're right. He is making the case that it's like maybe it is worth it to see what it looks like in the playoffs.
Yeah. And I think when you add Tatum back to it, you start to generate even more catch and shoot looks for him. Because you essentially, when you get Tatum back, now it feels like you've got 2 starting lineups with how well Jaylen Brown's playing. So you're able to generate all of these great looks out of both of them, which is awesome. He's shooting 46% on catch and shoot threes this season. Woo. And he's a career like 42% catch and shoot guy. So, and that was the calculus with him coming in here. It's like he's going to get more catch and shoots, cleaner catch and shoots. And yeah, I think you've nailed it. 1.18 points per possession on spot ups, which is good. Sam Hauser 1.2. But yeah, like that, you'll take that every day. And maybe that continues to trend up with giving him more opportunity. But Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from Simons. Let's keep it going. I can't be too complimentary because I know what worked. I gotta
Yeah, it's true.
gotta gotta see it for longer. I don't, 3-4 rebounds, not bad. Let's see a double double from you, Simons, before I get too crazy. Like Peyton Pritchard's had a couple of this season. Before we move up Jaylen Brown, though, I do think we should actually let's go prize picks, and then we're gonna
Good call.
rank Jaylen Brown's greatest games ever. Prize picks time. I got it here. It's NBA almost halfway through the season, and the NFL playoffs are here. Chargers, Patriots. I'm very scared. And that's actually a good thing. I've been very scared all season for basically every game as for the Patriots. So, and they've continued to win every game. So I'll maintain my strategy of thinking we're going to lose every game. And hopefully we beat this Chargers team coming to town. Let's hope for some cold weather, those California boys. But yeah, sprinkle a little bit on Drake May. I do think there's going to be a shootout, though. This Patriots defense is struggling, to say the least. And they do not have a pass rush. Herbert and that offensive line, I think, can actually get something done against the Patriots O-line. So more Herbert yards, both passing and rushing. More Drake May yards, passing, rushing. Lock that in and take it to the bank. Prize picks, make sure you use code CLNS when you play $50. Play a $5 lineup and get $50 instantly. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. It's good to be right. All right. Prize picks.
Good stuff.
Fun
stuff.
Good times. Get it in there.
All right, Jake, hit me with it. So I am totally unprepared for this segment. So I've brought up his playoff game log. So I'm going to shoot from the hip here, but I know you've got some stuff prepared for us. So take it away.
Well, I think this is unequivocally his best regular season game of his career. He tied a career high. His other 50-point game was against the Orlando Magic in 2022.
Tatum was out that game, right?
Tatum was out. But that was against the Mo Bamba, Tim Frazier, Admiral Schofield, Terrence Ross, Orlando Magic. So I can't put it on the same level as Kawhi Leonard, 6-game winning streak. And that Celtics team 2022, we were 18 and 19 at the time. That was before we really got going in the second half of the season. I think am I lagging? Is that what's going on here?
One of us is lagging. I'm not sure if it's me or you.
I think it's me. I'll stop going to different tabs. I just have to remember off the top of my head here. But he had I think his other best regular season game could be the game against the Knicks earlier this season. 42-point game against the Knicks. Regular season wise, I just can't put it over the playoff games when you talk about Indiana 40-point game in the conference finals, 29-point box score stuffing in the conference finals, and obviously game 3 of the NBA finals. Like the clutch shot, that's kind of the best game of his career. And the 2 games from last year's playoffs, the 29-point triple-double, I want to say, against the Magic in round 1 with Tatum out. And then also with Tatum out, the 24, 12 assists, 8 rebound game when everybody was like, oh my God, are we going to be able to beat the Knicks without Jason Tatum? Let's do it. All right.
Yeah, so that Knicks game to me was an incredible. He was so good in that game. That's way up there for me. But I think the fact that we lost that series takes some of the luster out of it. I think it's so playoff wise. I don't know, something about the 40 piece against Indy game 2. We're like, okay, we barely win game 1 thanks to Jaylen Brown. That game 1, just for kind of his late game heroics, might be in one of his best games ever. And he was just awesome that whole game too. But the 40 piece, it's like we won, I wouldn't say easily, but fairly comfortably. And JB had a 40 piece. I think Tatum had like 20, and then kind of nobody else really did much. So that's not true. I should have known Derek White had 23 as well. So, but to me, it's like, okay, you go up 2-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, this is the last step before we make the finals, and you just take total control of that series. And it was that at that point where it was like, it's happening. We're going back to the finals. And JB just stepped up huge, was totally dominant offensively. So I think for me, it's that Indy game.
Okay. Yeah. You can't really, I can't put the regular season games ahead of the playoff games. So I think like you've got those Indy game 3 of the finals, the Magic game. I guess they did win the series. So I understand what you mean. Like, you're up 3-1 against the Knicks. Like, it's kind of one of the classic, the road team gives up the game 5 and then they close it out at home at 6 and they like beat us by 80 points. So like, yeah, it does take a little bit of the shine off of that kind of performance. But it was kind of like that game and the Orlando game, the fact that he did that while needing meniscus surgery is kind of crazy. But it was kind of a window into maybe what we were getting the following season, and being like, maybe Jaylen can carry this team, or carry a version of this team, and he's been doing it. Like, it's funny too. Like the Jays just have so many good games now. One of my favorite Tatum games is like that 39-point double overtime game against the Clippers. Like when Tatum was still young, they had a lot of good games against the Clippers. Like Tatum had that game winner over Paul. It was like to send it to overtime against Paul George. But yeah, like you look at Jaylen's game log, multiple 50-point games, like so many 40-point bombs. Like when he gets hot and that 3-point shot starts going, he is just one of the most absurd shot maker, like blending the strength and getting to his spots. Like, it's why he's so good in the playoffs as well, is that so many of the shots are just hard. He's not like sometimes he's generating space. A lot of them he's not at all. He's just hitting these like crazy leaning, using his like wingspan shot like length to get over it, or just bullying through people. And then so when he gets to the playoffs, he still doesn't have space to operate, and he's still able to like drop these ridiculous box score nights. It's so impressive.
Yeah, man. And like in the modern NBA, right? A lot of bigs play drop defense. And that essentially means you're conceding long mid-range jumpers. Like, that is what drop does. You drop down, have the big protect the rim, corral the ball handler, and hope the guy gets over the screen and gets back to the ball handler. Jaylen is so good at putting his man in jail who's trying to get over the screen as Jaylen's going downhill, just kind of slamming his butt into him, keeping the dribble alive, getting to his spot, and just rising up because the big's dropping deep to protect the rim. And like that shot, if you can make that, is a cheat code. And it's there's a reason a lot of the best players in the NBA are elite at that shot. Brunson, Shea, Luka-ish, I guess, but JB, Kawhi, like that shot is the shot that defenses want to give you. So if you are very, very good at it, you kind of just completely undermined the entire defensive strategy. And he's gotten like his handle this year is ridiculous. Like Scal kept calling it out on the broadcast. He's like, they're trying to force him left, and he's just taking like multiple dribbles with the left hand in traffic, getting to his spot, rising up. He could not do that 2 or 3 years ago. I would argue, and like last year, I think maybe a lot of it was injury related or just not being 100% healthy. So I don't really want to say he couldn't do it last year, but the way he looks so comfortable against a rangy defense with Kawhi and Derek Jones Jr. and Zoo and Lopez, they're big. He just looked really comfortable getting to his spot with the left hand too. And like the teams are going to concede that shot when you have drop bigs. And so that leads to when it's going in, man, he is legitimately unstoppable.
And another thing that I love that he's continues to get better at, just I don't know if they're floaters, but these like step through moves and like again like guys on his hip and just kind of he just runs to the like he's jumping towards the hoop and like it's either both hands, it's like both hands at once or either hand. That is these really soft, feathery things that he puts up on the basket and they're going in. He's like a true 3-level scorer at the moment, and there's just not many guys that are playing better than him. To not get the Player of the Month award when he definitely deserved it, and then drop 50 on the team that's won 6 games in a row.
What a statement!
It's
dude.
serious, and I think so. He's definitely a lock for second team All NBA.
Yeah,
but now with Jokic going down, I don't think Wemby's going to qualify either. Giannis is out. Luka's currently on track to get there, but he's always a risk to miss games. So is Jaylen. Obviously, Jaylen just looks amazing. Like it's hard to envision him getting injured currently, but obviously anything can happen. One ankle, whatever. But if the season ended today, assuming you take out you just project the same, production forward, is he first team All NBA? Because it's Shea with a bullet and MVP with a bullet, Cade, and then is
Brunson,
Maxey.
Not Maxey. Fuck that. It's no. I refuse.
I'm just putting guys out. I'm just naming guys.
I know.
Because that's an interesting one.
Luka, I mean,
I'm
he's
done
gonna
with
get
Luka again.
I guess,
fuck him.
Yeah, he sucks at defense. He's bad at it. He is horrible at it.
I watched Lakers Grizzlies 2 days ago, and the Lakers ended up winning, and Luka obviously he always gets his numbers. But it's fun. It's been fun to see Lakers fans turn on him as well, and it's similar to like the LeBron thing for them in that they were never their guys. Like Kobe, they just live and die with Kobe because he was there forever.
Yep.
But Luka in particular just came out of nowhere and dropped on their doorstep, and like they haven't been fighting wars for Luka Doncic. They've kind of probably been fighting anti Luka Doncic wars for a while now, and they had to kind of like delete some tweets, put some feelings deep inside of them, and watching them bubble back up because like Luka's defense is as bad as ever, and I don't. He's maybe the same weight. I don't think it matters at all. He complains to the refs just as much. Like, get it? Like, give me Jaylen Brown. Give me this version of Jaylen Brown. Give me this. I don't care about the fucking on-offs. I would be nice though if the advanced analytics agreed with Jaylen Brown being a little bit better.
If you correct for 3-point shooting, it looks way less bad for Jaylen Brown. He's getting very unlucky with opponent 3-point shooting. Kind of lucky with our own. And there's other guys on the team who are getting extremely lucky with opponent 3-point shooting. So I think it's less bad if you correct for opponent 3-point shooting a little bit on the on-offs. But yeah, okay, so I just don't understand how you can watch Luka get embarrassed in the NBA Finals, and Brian Windhorst, of all people, is like, he just doesn't care enough to win an NBA Finals. And it's like, oh, he got into shape. Okay, 6 months later, 3 months later, whatever it is, he's back to being Luka Doncic. It's almost like this is who he is as a person, and he's not going to change. And like, that's going to be a problem. I have a Lakers fan who lives in my neighborhood. Really good guy. He's one of the only people I can talk basketball with. He does not fuck with LeBron at all. He's like, I just can't wait for him to leave so we can like move on and build a team around Luka. So you're spot on with that. So I don't know where it's going.
Building the team around this guy though? It's like
I think he loves Austin Reeves. He loves
that
Austin
makes
Reeves.
sense.
Yeah. And Luke, he does really like Luka, I will say, but I haven't talked to him in the last like couple weeks since things have started to go south with Luka. So I'll see if I can get an update from him over sometime in the next couple weeks about it. But so yeah, man, like give me Jaylen Brown. Ant, somebody in the comments said, and Ant's a really good one. He's probably up there. Like Jalen Johnson's gonna have an absurd stat line. He's like flirting with a triple-double. So like I don't think he's a first team guy, but
you love Jalen Johnson,
man. I do love Jalen Johnson. I think he's really awesome. And in the draft, I was like, I think this guy's going to be really good. So he's one of my guys, which is like half the league at this point. But so I'm trying to think like, but otherwise, man, like to your point, there's nobody in Miami, nobody on Orlando. Like
Houston, I don't think Şengün gets all the way up there.
I have people really like, I don't know. I feel like he gets
he's really good.
Love. He is really good, but so Jalen's, to your point, Jalen is very, very, very much in the mix for all NBA first team.
Crazy. I see Mike in the chat saying that he will, if he gets the 2 seed, he's going to be top 3 in MVP. Maybe. So it's Shea. Is Cade going to be really second in MVP? That's the thing. I don't think you people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you fucking people.
You fucking people. People love Luka. Like Luka would have to
He's
really like he would have to really fall off for him not to make it into first team All NBA and probably just be second on the MVP ballot. Like he is leading the league in scoring on good efficiency. Propped the fuck up by free throws though. Like, holy shit, he's leading the league in free throw attempts. And like, he's really good at getting to the line, but god damn, it's disgusting. I really just hate watching him play.
Me too.
It's such a stark contrast to what those two teams have a pretty similar record right now. They're kind of trending in the wrong direction, but those two teams are playing so differently. Like the way that they try and the effort and the intensity that the Celtics bring every night versus what LeBron Luka team. And like I can't even make fun of LeBron too much for like how hard is he really supposed to play at 41 years old? I don't know. Like
harder than he is. I mean,
probably harder than he is. Yeah.
I mean, it's embarrassing, dude. Like, watch him. He walks.
I know, but he's 41.
So then retire.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can't give him I'm not making an excuse. Fuck that.
Like if you're gonna play however many minutes a night you're gonna play, like you have to be able to play hard. You can't like wander around out there.
Right. I mean, that's crazy. We're like, crazy. Well, he's 41, but he's in NBA games. Yeah. They're playing NBA basketball around him.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's the fact that either they're asking him to do it or he's forcing.
He's demanding.
Exactly.
Like, what are you going to sit LeBron down, bring him in on the 6th man? Like, no, you can't do that with his ego.
He really needs to take that approach. But yeah, like the contrast in watching those two guys play, those two teams play every night. I just know who I would rather watch. Even the previous versions of the Celtics that I think we can agree have not no one has been taking the regular season more seriously than like this version of the Celtics team.
Yeah.
Like hopefully the check doesn't come due in 30 games and Jaylen Brown like collapses into a puddle because he had a 40% usage rate last night. But yeah, like I think Luka and Cade are like, if the voting happened, would be 2 and 3. I don't think Jalen's going to crack that. Unless he keeps trending in this direction, because on the season he's averaging 30, last 15 he's averaging 32, last 5 he's averaging 34. The limit does not exist. Just keep taking more shots, and the efficiency and the points keep going up. But
it's crazy. Real quick on the Lakers, though, Jake.
Yeah.
Do you know what their point differential is? Do you know what their they're
but this always happens to them.
I know, it's because they get all the free throws. Their free throw differential yet again leads the league by a significant margin for like 30 years straight. It's almost like there's a bias in favor of the Lakers. But yeah, they should be like, by net rating, they should be a 500 team. They're 21-11. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, man, like JB, I feel like with JB, the problem with him with all this stuff is usually his periphery numbers, like not like rebounds and assists, aren't really comparable to a lot of these guys. But if he keeps up the last 10 games where he's at like 5 and 6, that's a really good number for him, man. 35 and 6, you are totally going to be in the conversation. It's going to be like a rebound, a couple assists here, difference between some of the dudes who stat pad. And there are voters who value defense. And while like Jaylen's defense comes and goes at times, it's a hell of a lot better than Luka's, and it's better than Cade's. Although Cade had some nice possessions against Donovan Mitchell today, man. I was like quite surprised. He's definitely gotten better at that end, but I would take JB. I think there's still a pretty significant step from Cade to JB from what I've watched. So he's going to get that, man. That would be dope. But it's like, we got 2 all NBA first team Jays. Like, well, this is incredible.
Yeah. So the haters are sick, obviously. And they've now pivoted to Jaylen. Like before it was got to split up the Jays. They can't win. Jaylen Brown can't go left. Jason Tatum's a super team merchant. The Celtics will never get over the hump. Jaylen Brown, first team option hoops is going to be a disaster. The newest one is like Jaylen Brown's having a better season than Jason Tatum ever did. And it's like, so now we've moved to, suck shit. You guys have 2 top 5 players.
Yeah. Oh no. Shit. It's like Jaylen Brown's playing better than Jason Tatum. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if that's true. Like, I don't agree. But if it is true, if he's playing better than the version of Jason Tatum we saw last year, then we legitimately have 2 top 5 players on the team, and we have like a dynasty, like perennial contender, kind of no matter who you put on the court, no matter what. And the haters might be right. We might actually have 2 top 5 players, like or damn near. Once you add in back Jokic and got to see Wemby play for longer, and Giannis is getting to a point too now. Like, he's been very injured over the past kind of couple of years. But yeah, so because Jason, that's why I was excited for this season. It would have been interesting to see both of their numbers on this team where they were asked to do. I think Tatum would have been asked to do a ton this season as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm not sure if they both could have averaged 30 a night, but I think they would have both been really close. Like in 2023, when Tatum averaged 30 and Jaylen, I think, was at 26 a game. Like, I think they could have been really, really close to both averaging 30. And that might be the one thing that hurts Jaylen's All-NBA first team case, is if Tatum comes back and then like the numbers go down a little bit, because they probably do. And whether that's to say Jason like immediately comes back and becomes like the leader, or even equaling him in usage, his numbers are just going to go down. I kind of expect it to still kind of be Jaylen ahead of Jason, at least at first, but that might be the only thing that hurts his MVP. Because anything to tear down the Jays will be used to tear down the Jays, but it'll be interesting.
It's always so funny because it's like Schrodinger's teammates with the Jays. It's like every teammate on the Celtics simultaneously sucks, but is also a member of the super team and the reason why we have a super team. It's like, oh, Marcus Smart, he sucks, but Jason Tatum has a super team. Jaylen Brown has a super team because Marcus Smart is on it. Like Al Horford, he's actually a bum and isn't that good, but also he's part of the super team. And it's like, well,
Jaylen Brown sucked. That's what's so funny
Jaylen
about
Brown
this.
Sucked.
It's he stinks. He's cut, and then but then he's the reason we have super team, and then now it's awesome. It's the best.
It's so great, dude. And like, I've also seen like, well, Tatum's gonna fuck up the chemistry when he comes back. No, he's not. He is like, he's Pippen that shoots threes, man. He will do whatever the team needs from. Obviously, he's gonna get his shots and he's gonna be on the ball, but he's not gonna fuck up the chemistry at all, man. So like, there's a chance if Tatum comes back and is truly healthy, this is like easily the best team in the East. Yeah. I also do have a worry that like we're kind of try-harding the regular season a little bit, and that when we get to the playoffs, we do have some like pretty exploitable stuff, like Jordan Walsh shooting the ball really, really well. If it's the playoffs, is he going to take 8, 9, 10 threes in a game if defenses dare him to?
Yeah,
I vote yes, but yeah, right. Like, there are some things like Garza, I feel like will be totally unplayable in the playoffs. Maybe he's kind of proven me wrong, I guess, a little bit so far in the regular season. So I do have that worry, but fuck it. Tatum comes back. I'm not picking anybody over the Celtics.
I do hate that the Pistons and Knicks are like really good offensive rebounding teams. That's one problem I kind of see with those matchups. But I do think the Pistons can kind of fall into this category of being like try-hardy regular season team as well, right? The Knicks, not so much, but you know you're probably going to be able to hang with them. Shout out No Strays for the super chat. Jaylen Brown is having his Scottie Pippen without Michael Jordan season, and we'd love to see it. We do love to see it. Have you dived into the Jaylen versus Jason stands wars on Twitter at all? Because I've done a pretty good job of avoiding it, but I am seeing it. $5 foot long in the chat here, I think, is one of them. Tatum is only complimentary.
No,
JB's
I think he's saying
leadership-
that like Tatum doesn't take anything away.
JB's leadership
from-
greater than JT's leadership.
Oh,
I'm not
maybe
sure. There is but that is happening. I was gonna say before we get out of here, big picture. 4-1 on the road trip, 22-12. And last night on the stream, I got the maths wrong. I said we're on a 56 win pace, and we're actually on a 53 win pace. Still really, really good. And we're on like a 57, 58, 59 win pace if you take out the first 3 losses of the season. I don't really see it slowing down to a big degree without injuries. Rivens, will we get the 40-20? I have thought about the 40-20, and we're 18-7 in like our last 25 games. We need to go 18-7 to hit 40-20. So it's doable.
Okay, $5 foot long. Tatum is passive. Passive equates to soft in sports. Come on, bro, that's crazy. He guarded centers the entire playoff run when we won the NBA Finals. So anyway, all right, I'll move on. Okay, so yeah, part of me just feels like some of this shit's one. We've been really, really healthy, so like I feel like something is going to happen where we're gonna lose somebody for a long time, but when guys have missed, we have covered for them really well. Like we were all worried about when Keita got hurt and then Minot comes in and he looks great. So this team is like sneaky all of the sudden very, very deep with guys who don't suck. There's just nobody who takes things off the table. Like, okay, look at Garza. He is a horrid defensive player, but he juices the offense to a crazy level that it kind of like ends up being okay, especially when he's playing against bench lineups. And then like even Baylor comes in and he doesn't hurt you, right? And that's in the regular season really all you need. And if Jaylen goes down, it's going to be a serious problem. But you can say that about but if Shea goes down, like, you know, everybody, you can say that.
The Nuggets lost to the Nets today because they
there you go. You know, Jokic just are like, it's over for them for a while. So I'm ignoring Jaylen, but it's like if Derek White misses 6-7 games, if Pritchard misses a handful of games, if Keita goes down, like I do think we can batten down the hatches and do enough to do more than tread water. So like long-term outlook, I like us in that low 50 range. Like, and I think we will hit 40-20, especially with the way they're playing lately.
We will hit 40. I mean, the schedule's good. That's a big part of it too. And that's not going to change. I think I said the other day, 27th best or easiest remaining schedule. So it is what it is. I'll take it. If they got to 40-20, that would be wild. I did close last night's show by being like, fuck it, let's just win the title, dude. Like,
yeah, why not?
Get Tatum back. I do, like the stream. While you're in here, just move your mouse. It takes 1 second. 3, 2, 1, go. Like, thank you. Like, we got to start playing Amari Williams. Back-to-back 30 bombs in the G League. I know I'm not the biggest G League guy, but like, should we not be trying to see if he can play and rebound? And I love the Godzilla stuff. I can't believe I just said it out loud. The Godzilla nickname, but he's earning it. I got to give it to him.
Yeah, you go.
He's playing well. That's not going to fly in the playoffs.
No,
that's not going to fly in the playoffs. And I don't know, Cater. I'm finding myself getting frustrated at him more at the moment.
Yeah, so I think Kata, like, he kind of just came out gangbusters, and I think like the insanity of watching him be like an okay starting center, like a slightly below average starting center. So like in the grand scheme of centers in the NBA, he's above average, but like if you look at the starting center, he's not the 15th best center in the NBA, right? He's maybe the 23rd or something like that. It's like, holy shit, who is this guy? This is incredible. But it's like, if your starting center is the 20th best center in the NBA, there's just going to be some times where you're like, man, he's not playing very well today. And I do think he's definitely had some of those games. I thought he was much better against the Clippers, but yeah, I'm with you, man. Like, there should probably be some concern about whether Kata can be our starting center in the playoffs. Like, I don't think it's crazy to think that. He's exceeded expectations basically the whole time he's been here. So it wouldn't shock me if he figures it out and is solid in the playoffs, but like, that is not a guarantee by any means, for sure. And yeah, he's had some rough games, some games where like the defensive rebounding is not always there. Not that we do him a ton of favors around him anyway, but we really need him for defensive rebounding, and he's had some kind of rough games with that recently. So I don't know, man, like second best offense, 15th best defense, like that's exploitable. Like if I was looking at the profile of another team where it's like all offense, mediocre defense, it's like, that team is not a title contender to me. They're a very good team, second round, maybe sneak into the Eastern Conference Finals. But if Tatum comes back, it changes the calculus, you know?
Yeah. Just trade for a top 5 guy at the deadline and maybe it'll help.
Yeah, you're right.
Both ends of the court. It is funny how the expectations have flipped. Like, we're talking about trying to create the profile of someone that can make or win the finals, and we were wondering if we could tank. We look very dumb from that perspective, I guess.
Correct.
Which
I was totally fucking wrong, and I'm willing to admit that.
not the first time.
Nope.
Second time maybe, and probably won't be the last time that we are wrong. And it's funny, like we are pretty optimistic and positive generally. It was just like so much unprovenness about this team. And I guess just benching guys is like the secret recipe on this team. Just bench Jordan Walsh finally, take him off the bench, and he finally returns to being a monster and has like a 13 boards. Fuck. I'm such a rebounding psychopath at this point. Like, it's all I care about.
You and Joe.
It's his fault.
Dude. Yeah, it is his fault. Walshy was so good. And it's crazy. It's like, he did get hurt. And I wonder if he's like finally feeling 100% again. But he, like, even offensively, like, I love the way he played. I tweeted out a cut, and he had like 4 or 5 cuts that, one, he got a dunk, but the other ones, he cut to open up a shooter, and it's like, wow, that is like a really high level understanding of how defenses are going to react to what you're about to do off ball. And it's like, who is this man? But the games before this new breakout, that was my concern, is like, which version of Jordan Walsh are we getting? Like the breakout candidate guy, or the dude who looks like he's maybe a 10th, 11th, 12th man? And I just keep expecting some of these dudes to turn into a pumpkin. And it just like, if they do, somebody else just steps up and looks awesome, right? It's like Walshy looks bad, and then here comes Ugo. And it's like, what the fuck? You know, it's like Garza has a bad stretch, and here comes Minot, and he plays awesome at center. And then Minot plays bad, and here comes Garza, and he looks good. It makes very little sense to me how this is all working in some ways, other than like all these bench guys are just better than I thought they were. And that's awesome.
But yeah, like, I mean, Eric Weiss said in the chat, like, you shouldn't be able to expect 5 guys with no experience basically to contribute at a 53, 54 win pace. Like, Cater, like, as much as we'd seen from him, he had not played anywhere near, like, Walsh had never played. Ugo had never played. Minot had never played.
Garza had never played. Shireman played for like a month last year.
Like, half the roster is like no experience. And they're fucking dominating.
Yeah, dude. They have like the 4th best net rating in the NBA. It's crazy.
Joe Mazzulla, Coach of the Year, is like pretty easy. I mean, it's always tough. Like Bickerstaff deserves credit. Like the Suns, what's his name? Ott something?
Yeah.
Suns guy?
There's a hockey player, Colt Knott, and I always want to say that, but it is Ott.
Whatever. The Suns coach deserves a shot at it as well. But
Obviously, Bickerstaff.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably the front runner.
Last thing before I get out of here, I
Sure.
watched the Knicks-Hawks game on the weekend. I don't know about you, but like I kind of decide who I'm going to watch based on hate watch rankings. So Knicks, Lakers, Cavs, and it's funny that the hate watch has really changed a lot this season because like I was kind of almost hate watching the bad teams at the beginning, hoping they would win, and now I'm back to like hate watching the normal Knicks, and the Pistons are entered the fray. Obviously the Lakers, but so I was watching the Hawks, Knicks. And the Hawks got huge. Porzingis actually played in this game.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And Hawks go up huge. And then they start to like blow the lead in the 4th quarter. And Porzingis is out there. And I'm just like getting mad PTSD from I'm like literally getting the sweats. What did he end up? 1 for 8. 0 for 3 from 3. 2 turnovers, 4 fouls. Like one of the worst plus minuses on the team, like was pretty horrendous. He actually, ironically, rebounded which is like one of the only things he did well out there. But I was like having legit round 2 flashbacks watching them blow a monster lead with Porzingis out there.
Yeah, it's like, is his career just over? Like with this syndrome
Sucks.
he's got? That really does suck. But yeah, man, it's.
I know.
This Brad Stevens guy, man, we
Bro.
should probably trust him. Like he just moves on at the exact perfect. It's like when Belichick had that legendary like 15-year run where it's like, why are they trading this guy? And it's like, oh, well, that was the perfect time to trade that guy. Brad really just has his finger on the pulse of what this team needs and like how to navigate it within the extraordinarily confusing salary cap and collective bargaining agreement. So it's a shame, but yeah, man, like I don't miss watching whatever that was with KP last year. Like it was a tough watch.
Yeah, and Eric Wise points out it's not like KP has been good when he's been out there, but he hasn't been out there. He's played 16 games, and the fact that it's an illness on top of all of the other physical stuff that he had must be super frustrating for him. He also has this new haircut. Kind of looks Australian. He's got like a buzzed sides, like kind of mullety thing going on.
Beautiful.
Like something that I probably would attempt if I had hair at it, but like I was like, I don't know. I just wouldn't be doing haircuts. I'm like, you got to earn the sweet haircuts. I think that's kind of like got to get the cool accessories. Like you can't start wearing cool accessories until you start playing well.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
kind of how it works. And yeah, it was tough watch, but they ended up hanging on and taking down the Knicks. Granted, the Knicks were missing Cat, Mitchell Robinson, and Josh Hart.
Yeah, I knew Mitchell Robinson was out, but man, yeah, there you go, Hawks. Good job, guys.
Yeah, we'll
I
take
can't
it.
believe they're so bad. It's crazy, but I guess I can. But I like their team on paper.
I love it. All righty, boys and girls. It's been a pleasure. You think you're going to stop Eastern European swag, Jake?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got it now. I get it.
Because the KP haircut. Yeah.
Got it. That's a good point. I can't hold the Lithuanian back, you know? No,
That's
Latvian.
right.
Apologies.
Yeah,
Wow.
close enough.
Latvian Moses. How could I forget? Anyway, I think we might be back tomorrow after the Bulls game. So stay tuned. Got a bit more time on my hands this week. But yeah, till next time, go Celtics.
See ya. Peace.